Hey everyone, thanks so much for tuning in. So really excited to do this video. This is one of my most favorite designs that have come out this year. We're going to take a look at the Liong Mah Lanny flipper. And over the last couple years, Liong has really tried to think outside the box. He designed the immensely popular Eaton tool with CRKT. He's designed things such as this pocket tool, the Zeno, which is really interesting. He even did a run at spinners while they were immensely popular for that short amount of time. And now what he's doing is he's designed a knife that incorporates a little bit of traditional with a lot of modern, and that's the Lanny flipper. So we're going to take a look at that knife today. Ships with a normal padded pouch, branded, goodies inside. You guys have seen it all before, I doubt you want to see it again. And here we are with the Lanny flipper. Now this one in front of us is a little bit special because it is done in Damascus steel. The normal runs are done in S35VN, but we're going to go through the specs, overall impressions, details. Now what's pretty cool is, aside from this one, which is mine in the Damascus steel, I do have the other versions on loan to show you guys. So here we are with the carbon fiber version, and here we are with the brown micarta version. So three versions: brown micarta, green micarta, carbon fiber. They typically all have S35VN, except he did do a couple in each version with Damascus steel, which does increase the price significantly. So as far as the production numbers, before we get into the specs, 90 were done in carbon fiber, 52 were done in brown micarta, and 33 were done in green micarta. Now, aside from those, there were 5 done with Damascus steel and brown micarta, 5 done in Damascus steel with green micarta, and 5 done in Damascus steel with carbon fiber. So I think all three versions are beautiful. I've really been kind of eyeing or hoping for a knife with micarta that I absolutely loved, and that was the green micarta here. So those are the three versions. Again, Damascus steel versus S35VN. Price points on these start anywhere from $415 to $425 depending on the version, among the normal ones, and then the ones with Damascus steel jump to a rather hefty $750 for one of these special edition ones. So anyways, I'm going to move these two out of the way. We're primarily going to stare at mine, the Damascus steel one, since it's what I've carried. And let's go through the specs here. So got our dollar bill, and I forgot the para 2. Oh well. Another cool one to bring in for the size comparison is the GEC Barlow here. This was the Blade Show 2017 special run. And anyways, so the blade length is 3.25 inches, handle length is 4.25 as well, 4.25, overall about 7.5. Handle thickness comes in at 0.54 inches, does weigh 4 ounces on my scale. It is a frame lock or bolster lock with a stainless steel lock insert and pocket clip, left, right hand tip up carry. Some new hardware for this model. And then, as the name implies, this is the Lanny flipper. It's based in part on the Lanny clip traditional design. I believe it was Tony Bose who originated that. I could be wrong. I am not a traditional aficionado. So anyways, it's cool because it incorporates some of the features of traditional knives along with the conveniences of pocket clip carry, one-handed open and close. So I like how it's bringing that traditional aspect into modern designs. And my hope is that it helps to bring some new blood into the knife hobby, bring new buyers in, bring new enthusiasts in, maybe pull some of these guys out of the straight traditional and have them try out some of these more modern folders. Because honestly, the healthier the industry is, the more buyers we have, the better off we all are, the more innovative companies are willing to be, the more they're willing to spend on research and development, the more buyers there are in the secondary market when you go to sell something and pick up something new. So that's my hope. I think that Liong is ahead of the curve here. I think this is where the industry is going. And there's a funny thing called confirmation bias in research where we look for information that agrees with our opinions, and that might be the case here. You know, I might just be going out there looking for information that agrees with my opinions that this is where the industry is going. But, you know, between designs like this and Rick Hender doing slip joints and some of the new Master Out Fair and Forge stuff, I mean, it's definitely going on. So let's take a look at this in detail. And again, here are the 3 different versions. So as you can see, all of them have the new style pivot. They all have the same, you know, tip up left-right hand carry. Now these are the colorations. So the green, you get kind of the gold anodized titanium hardware throughout. And then the brown has a kind of a darkened bead blast titanium, very clean look. Man, they're all very, very attractive. And the carbon fiber, oh, can't go wrong with carbon fiber. And the blue, amazing combination. Liong has done this combination before on some of his other models. It works so well together. And you can see the grind lines here on the non-Damastil one a little bit better, but these are hand ground, made by Riot. So a really aggressive hollow grind with a flat tip, little bit of a clip point there, little small fuller. Doesn't offer any opening methods or functional benefit, but you know, it's attractive, looks good. Jimping up top, done in kind of that horizontal or diagonal configuration that Liong has done many times before. Moderate traction. So that's what these look like. Very, very nice grind work. And I don't have my calipers with me, but this is a very aggressive hollow grind. Comes down to an incredibly thin edge. Yeah, really nicely done. So all around, very useful blade grind, blade profile. 3.25 is as small as I like to carry, but for some of you guys that might be at the top end, especially those who might be coming over from more of the traditional realm. So I think the size is certainly in line. From an ergonomic standpoint, here we are in my extra large hands. Just barely get all four, well, comfortably enough. I get all 4 fingers on. It's very comfortable in the hand. It has been milled, kind of stepped down here on the edges, and it doesn't feel completely flat, feels slightly rounded throughout, so quite comfortable in the hand. Pocket clip. No hot spots on the pocket clip in my hand, and of course, depending on hand size, that may differ. Unfortunately, I only have one hand size, so I cannot, thankfully, so I can't, you know, test multiple hand sizes on a knife. Action. Very, very nice. What's interesting is typically all of the Riot knives that I have, they all break in over a couple week period. This one came already broken in. It feels as smooth as when they finally break in, so I don't know what they did different, but it came already broken in, or as smooth as I think it's going to get, which is pretty cool. I have no problem breaking in knives. It's kind of part of the get to know you process. But anyways, flipper tab. There's some jimping or texturizing. You know, we have the you know, kind of 45-degree angle flipper tab that lines up with the bolster. This is a design that Liong does on a lot of his knives. So flipping action is quite good and smooth. Very, very smooth. Really nice etch on this Damastil too. So very, very happy with this one. So Liong debuted this design and you know, these models at the USN show in Vegas over Labor Day weekend. He didn't have this version though, so when I saw the design, he showed me pictures of all the different versions. This one he did not have at the show. And then when he went back home after the show, of course the hurricanes went through. He was without power for at least a week or more, and so you know, it took a couple weeks post-show for me to finally get this one in my hand. Certainly worth the wait, but he did have, you know, at least the carbon fiber one at the USN show, which I think a couple of you guys who are watching now may have picked up, and you know, hopefully you're enjoying it as much as I like this one. So, do have a wire wheel or orange peel finish on the bolster, along with the new pivot, Torx hardware. Looks really nice though, and of course the micarta overlay or bolster here covers the majority of the handles, and it also functions in theory as an overprotection stop for the lock bar, although Riot typically has an additional over travel stop as part of the stainless steel lock insert. I can't see in there to verify, but either way you cannot hyperextend the lock bar and mess it up, so that's as far over as it goes. Really cool looking back spacer, some nice machine work, functional texturing. I know a lot of you guys have complained before about the fact that he includes an option for left-handed users. I'm indifferent. One thing that I've noticed over the various models that I've had from him is that it functions really well as a traction point. So when I go down and grab it, I always grab it like this. Don't know why. I know some of you guys go in and like grab it like that. I don't think my hands fit in my pockets quite as well as maybe some of yours do. So I always grab like this, and as such, the protruding filler tab screw is a nice traction point to actually extract it from the pocket. So minor detail that I find functional, even if I wish it didn't have it for the left-hand options. But again, left-handed users certainly appreciate the option, and then with as few knives as he puts out, it may not make financial sense for him to not have a left-handed option for those users. So anyways, regardless, it's there, serves a functional benefit for the way that I pull it out of my pockets. Lanyard hole at the back if you wanted to incorporate a lanyard. Pocket clip is rounded, plenty of gap for the jeans, thankfully. Nice generous lip here, so it goes in and out without any trouble. Nice spring tension, nice and strong clip, so works very, very well. And again, no hot spots. Centering is perfect. Lockup is about 40, maybe 50%, and then he has chamfered, or had chamfered, the inside of the frames here for really easy disengagement. So yeah, ridiculously smooth. Anyways, very cool model. Again, I think it's ahead of the curve. I think we're going to see more companies continue to incorporate these types of designs, bring in the designs in terms of size a little bit smaller, more micarta, more traditional elements. A Benchmade proper was another one recently, so again, kind of in that theme. And yeah, just really well done. Certainly my favorite design from the USN show, and then the fact that it's made by Riot, again, is certainly a win. So one last look at this. Oh, one other detail. So with a lot of models recently, such as the GSD here, he's been using the integrated stop pins that are in the blade right there, and then they go through a channel. On this one, he went back to a standard stop pin, and so there's no channel. Makes no difference to me, but I did see some complaints that people were getting their fingers caught in the channel here. I never have, and again, that could be dependent on hand size and potentially technique, for me as compared to other people. I have no idea. But anyways, that was one change. The kitchen utility folder was another one recently that had an external stop pin not incorporated into the blade, and that was for ease of cleaning on this, kitchen utility folder. So here's the carbon fiber and the blue again, as we saw in this one. So yeah. Anything else? I think that's pretty much it. So again, excellent design, ahead of the curve, right where it needs to be as we go forward. And I hope it does really well for him. I think it has done so far with the models he's released. He has not listed any of the Damasteel ones yet. He has not listed any of the green micarta ones yet, but just be on the lookout on his website where he will post them, put them up for sale. I'm sure if you want one of the Damasteel ones, you could probably just email him, or I mean, he's very responsive. He's great if you actually want to talk to someone. So you can certainly reach out to him if there's a version that you don't see or that you would like, and I'm sure he'd be more than happy to accommodate. So all of the pertinent links will be in the description box below. As always, you can always follow me on Instagram for daily content, videos, pictures, things of that sort. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope I answered all of the potential questions that might have popped in your mind. If not, let me know in the comments section below, and take care.